What's up? It's the original Miss Dion Thomas. It is Friday. Share, comment, um, like, tell your friends about me. I'm trying to get as many YouTube followers as I can. I had a friend of mine tell me, who was a male, that he enjoyed my topics because my topics were very interesting, surprisingly. But you know how that is. I want to hear from you, folks. I want to hear from the people that I deal with on a regular basis as well. Give me some topics you might want to discuss and think that I'm willing to discuss. Although I have a jar full of topics I need to get started on. Just the same, happy Friday to you. Today is one of those days for me, that them days that you don't feel like getting dressed, or them days you don't feel like you want to do a whole bunch of this or that or that or this. Uh, these people and they driving, Lord Jesus, I'm gonna go anyway. Those days that you don't feel like getting dressed and you got to go to work. Today is one of them days for me. I didn't iron nothing. I got flip flops on. If you could see my feet, you'd be laughing like for real. Because I got flip flops on. I got a skirt on and a slip. And yes, it's 100 degrees and I still wear a slip. I don't care. I'm a slip girl. My grandma, as they say, not grandma, raised me right. I've always got a slip on. Always. There's never a time. Half slip, quarter slip, mini skirt slip. I got a slip on. That's just who I am. Don't knock those who don't. But it is very beautiful. It's about 108 degrees out here in Sacramento, and I'm rushing to work. Now, am I ever this late? No. And I'm never late for work, but am I ever this late leaving? No. Today is one of those late days because I kept forgetting stuff. Um, some days you walk out the door and you got 50 million things on your mind and you check. And I did that check today because as we get as we become more seasoned, we have 50 million things running on in our mind and we got to write stuff down. And sometimes days we get to write it all down, and sometimes days we don't get to write it all down. But either way, we got to keep it moving. Do it moving, do it moving. Um, so my famous words are always let's get it. Whatever we got to do, let's get it. Like today, it's Friday. It'll probably be really slow today on this Friday, on my way to work. And as I said, I'm getting myself together. And that's what I want to talk to you about, getting yourself together them days you don't feel like it. Like those days that you really need to read the word and study, and you don't feel like it, read anyway. I don't care if it's but two questions or a chapter, read. The reason why I said them days you don't feel like it, do it anyway. There's days that I don't want to get up out of the bed, especially when it's super hot. Like, thank God I ain't going to hell hot like today. Um, and because it's super hot, oh yeah, this big old truck is moving, and I'm gonna move right on out of its way because it's not gonna knock me over. Where it's super duper 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 hot. Um, Days I don't feel like going to work, and I still make myself get it together. Like, okay, so in our office setting where we work, and I'm saying our office setting because I'm not going to tell you where I work because that's none of your business. And I don't want to cross any lines with the company that I work for. So those days that I don't feel like doing stuff, I do extra. I push for me. Um, I know that them days that we do extra is them days where we need that little bit of push to keep us going. I mean, it doesn't have to be a whole lot, just a little bit. Like for me, I know that them days that I don't feel like getting dressed, I got full makeup, except for eyelashes today, a whole bunch of makeup on and different colors and shades. And I might do an orange and a brown and a gold, or a brown and an orange, however I'm feeling at the moment. It can be red, white, and blue, just to say, for instance, because however I'm feeling at that day, that's what I do. And I push myself. Them days that I don't want to go that extra mile to worship, I make myself worship. Them days that I don't want to go that extra mile to make somebody feel comfortable, I go that extra. I do that because I don't do it for them. I do it for me. It's all about you first. And it's not about being selfish, but it's all about you. And being that it's all about you, um, meaning that you got to take care of yourself, self-preservation. Take care of yourself first so you can take care of somebody else. But you can't take care of nobody else if you don't take care of yourself. Let's just get that straight up. Let's just do that straight up. So it is Friday. I'm going to be working my regular shift. It is Friday. I will make it my business to do the extras at work that I need to do. It is Friday. I always try to I do more than what I'm supposed to do every day, all day. It is Friday. Those days that I didn't feel like today, I didn't feel like getting up and praying at 4 o'clock in the morning. I might have said, Lord, I thank you, and was tired and lay back and went to sleep or got up. Because most times, if I don't pray within that first hour, I ain't going back to sleep. So I have to push myself to get up. Is it a challenge? Yes, it is. It is a challenge. It is a challenge to get up every day and pray at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning. And them days that I go to sleep, and I'm just talking about push, doing the extra. Them days that I go to sleep at midnight, and like I take a sleeping pill, I take an all natural. I'm not gonna tell you the name of it, but I take an all natural sleeping aid, and because I'm still wired from the hours. Once I take that all natural sleeping aid, I'm usually out in like 20 minutes. If I wake up 3 hours later, I know it's meant for me to pray, even if I have to go TT. You understand? I get up, go to the restroom, pray, or just sit and listen, or just read. I try to make it my business to do something with the Lord, because sometimes we get so caught up in us, we forget about Him, because He does the extra for us. He wakes us up every day. He wakes us up every day. He makes sure we breathe breath into our body every day. He makes sure every day we have food, no matter what it is, whether it's top ramen or a can of tuna. He always makes sure we have everything we need. Everything we need. So he goes, I feel like he not only goes the extra mile, he already loved us enough that he shed his blood for us. He died for us. He rose on the third day for us. He left us a comforter for us. He did all that for us. He went the extra. So today, when you get an opportunity and you can go the extra, whether it's tying somebody's shoe or encouraging them or trying to continue to stay positive or continue to keep your head together, go the extra. Go the extra so you know and I know and God knows that you are willing to go the extra. Because some people don't want to go the extra. They just do just enough. And sometimes that just enough is not enough. So you got to do more. And sometimes we don't want to do more. Sometimes we too tired. We don't want to be bothered. That come out our mouth. I want to be bothered. I don't feel like it. I'm not in the mood. But them days that you go in the mood and when you don't feel like you want to be bothered, you're not in the mood. Those are the days that the end results ends up being amazing to you. Go the extra. Push. Let's get it. Don't get to tripping. Let's get it. Don't get to worrying. Let's get it. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. Let's just get it. Let's just go the extra and get it. Because what we don't realize is, and when we go the extra to move forward and do what we're supposed to do, guess what? Did I get off my wrong exit? No, I didn't. Praise the Lord. When we go off that, when we do that extra, oh my God, the Lord opens up doors for us beyond measure, beyond what we can think or imagine, for going to extra. Because He knows that we're tired. He knows that we worked them 8 hours or 12-hour days. He knows that we did more than what we should have. He knows that we were nice to those people, even though they were snarky and nasty to us. He knows we kept our attitude in check when people was acting crazy. He knows already. He knows. He knows. He already knows. He's already aware of what's going on. He's already aware. He wants you to go the extra so that way you can draw from Him. That's why we do the extra. So we can draw from God. So we know that we did everything possible we could do. And that's how we should be on our jobs. We should be in our leadership positions. That's how we should be in our families and our friends and our children. Go the extra. Go the extra. Go the extra, go the extra. When you go the extra, it does something for you. It lets you know that you can go a little bit farther and still be okay. Oh, you can push a little harder and you're not going to get hurt. Like them days that you need to go to gym, and when you don't go to gym for 2 days, your body start cussing you out, calling you everything but a child of God, because you're in pain. It hurts. So go the extra. Do that extra squat. Do that extra sit up. Do that extra crunch. Do that extra lunge. Do that extra lift. Go the extra. Whatever it takes for you to be the best you that you can be, go the extra. Go that extra mile. If you want a friend to know that you truly a friend, go that extra mile. Go that extra mile. Go that extra mile. And don't expect for nobody to go the extra mile for you. You go the extra because of who you are. Because people appreciate when you go the extra. Some folks don't not used to it. It's not the norm for them, but go the extra. Go the extra mile and do what you need to do. Go the extra mile and be the best that you can be. Go the extra mile in your studio sessions. Go the extra mile in your classrooms. Go the extra mile. Cause see, some people are so afraid to shine and go the extra. Go the extra for you. Don't go for nobody else. Go for you. When you go the extra for you, that shows you just what you're made of. Cause see, 9 times out of 10, most folks is insecure about what they made of, and they're not sure what the end results are gonna be. Go the extra. Go the extra mile. When you start going the extra mile for stuff, man, it do something for you. When you go the extra mile, people have a better perception of who you are. When you do more than enough, they know. They're like, oh, well, this is a team player. This person is consistent. This person is committed. Go the extra. So go the extra for whatever it is. Go the extra. Go the extra in your relationship. Let them know I care about you. Even though we have some things we agree to disagree on, go the extra with them. Sit down and talk to them. Sit down and let them know where you at. Go the extra. Go the extra mile. Go the extra mile to let them know that you care. Go the extra mile with your children, with your grandchildren, with your husband, with your wife, with your boyfriend, even though he or she might be acting crazy. Go the extra. And then after you go to extra and they still not acting right, then you back up. But that's different. Keep going to extra. Keep doing what you need to do for yourself. Stay focused. Be aware. Make sure you know everything that's going on. Go to extra. Go to extra mile. And don't be afraid. It's the original Miss Dion. Like, share, and comment. Holla at me. Bye.